Well, hello Aries, this is Joe, and it's time for your mid-month reading. This is a general tarot and oracle card reading, and I'm excited to be featuring some new cards that were kindly sent to me. These are the Ascension Angel cards by Melanie Beckler, and you can find her here on YouTube at Ask Angels with Melanie Beckler. So I'm happy to be introducing them. I took a little time to get to know them before I started doing the mid-month readings, and I feel very excited to be introducing them. So keep in mind that this is a general reading, and what that means is it could be about any topic, subject at hand. So I'm not focusing on anything specific. It's merely what comes out as the message that needs to be heard. Additionally, this is an intuitive reading, so it may not be for everybody. It just possibly can't be for the entire collective for the sign of Aries. So I think we all understand that. So if it isn't for you, there's always another message on another day that might be better suited for you. So I'm going to start off by pulling some oracle cards, and we're going to get into a little tarot reading. And this is for October 15th through the 31st, 2020. And we're going to see where things go for you, Aries. What is going on? What is happening with you? If you see a little smoke in here, I'm burning some sage and some cedar. So don't worry about that if you see the smoke, if it comes into the on display here in the camera. So you have Flexible is the first oracle card out. And we're going to pull one of these. I absolutely love these cards. Flexible, Aries, being flexible. What is this about for you? Cut your cords. Interesting. Cut your cords. This is a card of Archangel Michael and Raphael. And so, this does bring out an interesting message with being flexible. So we're going to pull one more, and then we're going to do the tarot cards, and we're going to put together a message for you that hopefully resonates with you. One more for you. Oh, blessing and peace after a battle. That blessing of peace after a battle. Cutting your cords and being flexible. It's all very interesting how these cards come out and can tell an interesting story. So Aries, let's pull some tarot cards. So we're going to do a past, present, future advice for you. That's kind of how we're going to do this. All right, Aries, so what is your past? The Fool. Okay, so recent new beginning here for you coming into the picture. And then you have the Chariot. Advancement. Moving forward. Six of Swords. Definitely got some movement away from someone or something. So you have the past, you have the present, and you have the future. So you do have a distance to go yet, Aries, in the month of October. So you're not finished with whatever it is that you're doing. But let's pull the advice, and that is the Page of Pentacles. And, of course, we always want to look on the bottom of the deck. The Wheel of Fortune. So, Aries, you have a lot of interesting things going on in here in your reading. So excuse me if I cough or sniffle a little bit. My allergies are pretty bad right now, so that's why I'm doing this facing down, because I don't think anybody wants to really see my sniffly face here. It's all puffy and that kind of thing from my fall allergies going on. But you've cut your cords, and you have the Wheel of Fortune here too on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like here, cut your cords is a very interesting message. This is a very specific message for someone or some of you that sometimes we have to sever energetic ties from somebody. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to cut somebody out of your life completely. It just means that you don't have to be attached to somebody that is either not good for you, not healthy for you, or it's an energetic drain. Sometimes it's cutting cords from situations that we are overly attached to. And so if you have any attachments this month that you need to sever, I think this is the message here coming out for you. So again, you know, cut your cords. This is a message of Archangel Michael, predominantly, and Raphael, about severing ties from things that aren't good for you, that aren't serving you, that aren't benefiting you any longer. And so that's the first message we have. We also have flexibility here, being flexible anyways. And I feel like being flexible is an important message for you for the remainder of the month of October, because you might have to make some decisions or be willing to do some things that require you to be a little bit receptive. You might have been a little bit set in your ways about how you want to go about something, how you want to approach something or do something. And so that being flexible is all about being willing to give a little bit, because ultimately what that does is it allows you to actually move and transition through a situation or a circumstance, or to achieve what you want to achieve a lot easier. This being flexible is about creating fluidity, flow, getting out of the resistance. And so that's kind of what this being flexible is all about. And then you have the blessing of peace after a battle. This is a spirit guide message here. And this is saying that, you know, you have been through some contentious things here lately in the recent past. And this is very much about being blessed with peace. But I do think that this is dependent on this very specific message here of cutting cords and severing ties from people, places, and things that are not serving you, that are an energetic drain on you in the month of October. So now, bottom of the deck, to me, this card, the Wheel of Fortune, is the big picture here. And so I want to point out here that the Wheel of Fortune doesn't guarantee anything that's necessarily big, and you know, it's not, I don't want to use the word big, but it doesn't guarantee anything that is you know, a huge life change. What this is, this Wheel of Fortune, is, to me, this is about a fated chance or a fated destiny this month. There's something that if you take the advice of your archangel message here, and you remain flexible, and you are open to receiving that peace offering after a so-called battle, even if that's accepting a peace offer from somebody or making a peace offering to someone, I think that's what ultimately brings out this Wheel of Fortune. To me, it's fated. So it's definitely something that's a change that's unexpected, or even a change that you've been manifesting, but you've been stuck and unable to bring that out because there's just been things that have been holding you up or holding this situation up. So Aries, we're going to move on now and talk about the Fool here. In the recent past, I do feel like some of you have tried to have a new start, but it might have been a little bit of a false start, or it might have been a very slow start. I do feel like you've had to deal with somebody that probably was quite divisive. And so I do feel like for many of you, this is somebody that I almost get the feeling like some of you had a mother-in-law that was very divisive, or you had some kind of situation in a relationship where somebody was getting involved, and so you were trying to keep the peace. You're trying to not only stand your ground, but trying to also get people to see things your way. And so I feel like things got really contentious and heated. And so I do feel like you finally are trying to walk away from that, or you have. But this is a slow start, and I do feel like you are, or you have been a little bit stuck in this. But I do feel like moving forward, you're finally getting away from all this drama that I almost feel like that there was a lot of drama, and you're finally getting away from that. But again, like I said, I do feel like it's dependent on, you know, cutting those cords and being flexible, of course. That brings out so much for you for the remainder of the month. It gives you the Chariot. The Chariot is, to me, this Chariot in here is a spiritual message. This is, to me, not necessarily moving forward swiftly and quickly, although it can mean that. To me, I almost feel like the Chariot in this is a spiritual message. Those horses, to me, represent divine guidance, guiding your path, allowing you to move forward, and I did talk about getting out of the resistance earlier. So I do feel like, you know, the chariot, the horses represent that spiritual guidance and help that you are receiving. And of course, they're doing a lot of the work for you, even though you can't see them. They're there, and they're allowing you to move forward and helping you to clear a path moving forward. And you have the Six of Swords. Here again, I do feel like this ties in with the cutting your cords. I think you've decided that it's time to move away from something that, like I said earlier, was very contentious. And I do feel like you're wanting to put distance between you and somebody else. And for some of you, this might be physical distance. So you might be moving out of a cohabitation type relationship, friendship, or you might be just moving away from somebody figuratively and just severing some ties in a relationship, putting some distance between you and somebody else. And so I do feel like this has all been a very big drain on you. But I feel like at the end of October, this is all over. This kind of wraps up, Aries. You do have the Page of Pentacles here. So I think this allows you to really get back to who you are and who you want to be, who you've wanted to be. So there's been something that's just been holding you back, and you finally get back into that creative process that maybe has been a little bit absent from you, because I just feel that there's some creative flow that was cut off because of the drama, because of what has been going on in your life. And so now that Page of Pentacles, it's finally, you're going to see the beginning of some productivity starting to occur in your life. And I do feel like that's almost also what the Wheel of Fortune is about. It's saying, okay, you've done the work, you've cut ties with things that are not serving you, and you're beginning to see the value in being open-minded with this flexibility, and you're receiving that blessing because of this. And so that Wheel of Fortune really just says that this Page of Pentacles is the beginning of being able to get back into something productive, and this is the very beginning of that happening for you. Some of you might have been stuck in a job you didn't like. This could be about a coworker situation too, especially with cutting the cords here. So you might be getting away from a certain employment situation, or you might have been getting away, again, like I said, some toxic or unhealthy relationship, and it's been slow moving for you, but not anymore, because you have the Chariot and you have the Six of Swords. So it shows you're finally getting movement and distance from either someone or something, or both someone and something. And I think that's the message for you moving forward here in the month of October 15th through the 31st. Look out for this Wheel of Fortune, because this really could be anything. If you've been waiting for a new employment situation, a job offer, if you've been waiting for some kind of financial hang-up to let loose that's been holding you back. If you've been waiting for something, no matter what that is, you're going to begin to see that manifest. That Wheel of Fortune is going to come in, and you're going to be probably a little bit surprised that finally things are starting to turn around for you and take a turn for the better. And again, I feel like it's because this is all about doing that work here, that flexibility, cutting your cords, and receiving that blessing of peace, and or making a peace offering and making peace with the situation and moving forward in October. So Aries, that's your message. I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated with you, please do let me know. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, leave a comment. I love your feedback, and thank you again. I will talk to you all very soon. Thank you.